Johnny M in the mix.
Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all again. It's been a while. Been like 24 hours or so. And not much movement from Bitcoin. Down, unfortunately. Below 24,200, unfortunately. You know, you come here because it's like daily updates with new pieces of data every day. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's not much. And it's not much, and it is kind of unfortunate type stalling from buyers. Buyers just stalling here. Bearish divergence playing out. But not so much selling pressure coming in yet, but just give it time, man. Because anytime you're below 24.2, you got to understand why it could go lower. And that's because there's almost no historical price action between 22,556 and 24,200. Okay. That's the describe thing about it, and that's not good for anything in the market except dog coins, I guess, right? Doge and Shiba. Ethereum almost broke down last night. It kind of held above this level. Now I'll show you. Wow, you talk about how close. I mean, you're kind of out right now. You know, I'm just saying, if you leave the demand line alone, you don't adjust it.
Reach ain't doing things.
Jack Brown's chipped $25. Hex 4 hours back test of 0.055.
Oh my god, man. What's up, Jack Brown? Such good luck, right? And it's like I'm in debt again because someone hit a Belushi while I was in Biloxi sick, and I'm still coming off of that a little bit. So noted. I don't know. If things got crazy enough, I might do it today, but it's just not a crazy day, right? So we'll look at X. That is down significantly today, somewhat. You know, what, 7-8% at one time. Yeah, so with this man, if you don't adjust, you can see you're starting to break down. I mean, you look at the 60-minute, it's awful. Even though I'm not one to identify structural developments in the 60-minute, you can see the Momo shift. It's pretty bad here, isn't it? Like, if you're talking about a neckline, it is upon you. I mean, the neckline's like 1858, 1860. And there's no price action until 1730. My concern is this asset below 1972 equals 1730 eventually, based on historical price action. Maybe this time it's different and changes, but every other time it's translated into 1730. So make of that what you will with that information. History gives us information, you know.
Jack Brown's chipped $25. You last Belushi was me too smile. Sorry, Mitch.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jack Brown, man. At least you got good burgers down there in Lakeview. Thanks so much. The secret sauce, right? Yeah, right. Secret sauce, more like y'all might have ripped it off from In-N-Out Burger. Let's just be real. But thanks, dude, for the 50 on the day. All right, so that's your Ethereum. Unfortunately, it's looking terrible in the 60-minute. Who cares about the 60-minute? History tells us it's terrible below 1972, no matter what time scale. That epic rejection right there, right? Oh, we're attempting and bearish engulfing. That's a kind of a statement. You just, whatever Ethereum does next, there's no logical argument for a fresh long. That's been that way, right? It's been that way when we hit 1972. It just, the risk is so high for a fresh long. You've already over doubled. So you just got to be cautious, man. Cautious. After an asset goes up 130% from its bottoms in less than 2 months, and then hits that key inflection point, then fails to break it. All right. Sorry. Yeah, if you pivot here, man, hidden bullish divergence. I think there's too much negative momentum to make that assertion. Too much negative Momo. Not even close. It could just start building, and I wouldn't be surprised if it started building negative Momo on lower prices. Just anything 24.2 on Bitcoin, and then 1972 on Ethereum. That's you can't like it below those levels. But if something changes, right? We come back tomorrow, the next day, and Ethereum and Bitcoin are above those key levels. We'll talk. We'll talk about the next targets. You're just not above them. You're below them. So, okay, BNB, same thing. It's not down much today. You know, you'd think with this type of price action, it's a no-brainer on what will be coming next, but it hasn't really played out yet. My issue is the 4 hour, Ethereum, you can't really tell them, you have to go the 60-minute, but this dude, I mean, can't you kind of see you've broken a demand line of sorts? This was like an ascending broadening wedge, right? Ascending broadening wedge, you broke it. I mean, measured move minimum is 308, so I don't know why you wouldn't go to 308 here, but just this like left shoulder, head, right shoulder behavior, it's up 90% from its lows. It's just not a good area to long. It's high risk for longs right now, even if it pivots and rallies to higher prices. Nothing's going to change that. It's high risk right here. But it could rally, man, randomly. Okay, sure. Because markets are insane. But, you know, going long on 886s is how you get destroyed the hardest a lot of time. Most of the time. Yeah. But yeah, not really any selling pressure yet. Not yet, man. Just like crazy. Look at this. Just like, okay, we keep making higher highs. You keep making lower levels. Wow, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Leave it to BNB to do something insane. But like you'd say, if the TA is more so respected, down next, not up. Same with Ethereum. Maybe Bitcoin too. All right, those are your big three. And let's go to total. Why not, right?
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
All right, your total market cap sitting like right at that heart line of this mega channel you've been in since the bottom. You break that, you think probably 1.03 trillion, but you know, you got a couple peaks here. You're trying to hold on. I mean, you haven't even really tested that high from July yet. I mean, you're so close. Yeah, once that breaks, I just wouldn't be surprised if 1.03 hits. Nah, Brad, nah. I mean, there's no, we would have, if I was, then we wouldn't even have separated it, you know? Okay, so that's, BNB, total, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Let's go to the star of the show today. The star of the show.
Bueller.
Dogecoin. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I think you had already broken out of this little triangle, the 13th, but I think if you adjusted for the wicks, it was pretty cool. You know, hey, it's okay being conservative. If you were, I mean, I was just making, what was making more sense here, like 4 touches versus 2. Well, even on the 2 touches, right? You broke it, then you back tested it successfully, the successful bullish breakout, even though the horizontal line resistance had problems.
Hope life is
yesterday.
Well. Doge is ripping today. You think Pulse Dogecoin is next? They say every dog has a day. Please clap.
Oh god, dude, I forgot. It's even called Pulse Doge Chain Coin. Oh my god. I don't know, man. I think it front ran. It pumped before Shiba. It pumped before Doge. So you had your pump, man. Well, yeah, we'll look at it. Certainly. Thank you for the contribution. I think if you, so all right, real quick, you know, Doge, 8.8 cents is upon ye. You tested, you couldn't break it. It's weird, man, on Binance. Look, you see these wicks here, but if you go to the daily, the resistance is higher. The resistance on the daily, I know, dude, scam market, at 9.45 to 10 cents, right? You can see them clear as day right there. There's a couple of them. All right, so I plotted those two. I think if you're going to respect those daily levels, I think you got some more upside, 9.45 to 10 cents, right? Before you test in the big levels. So from here, 9.3 to 16% upside before you're hitting those wicks. That's all I can give you. You've clearly broken the level. The 7.86 was the level. It's going to be the level on the daily and 4 hour, but there's something weird about the wicks, man, okay? Where they register them on different time scales. So a massive bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed in 37 minutes and change now. Highest daily volume Dogecoin has seen since May 12th. And it would be a candle close confirmed breakout back above the old candle high close from February 9th, 2021. And you can clearly see reaction, correlation. And now you've broken it. So I'd say that's pretty good. We're in power hour, so let's see how high this can go in the last, you know.
Double pump for the best Beanie Baby in crypto. PLSD.
Thanks, dude.
Is that a joint?
Much love. Okay, so real quick, you know, before we keep it rolling, I just have to make an announcement. So we have, for the Vegas meetup, we have finally gotten an official head count of around the amount of people that are going to show up, and it's around 50 people, which is a lot of people, you know. I mean, not much, but a lot, especially if you're going to try to coordinate something. And, you know, Vegas rates can be kind of obscene if you're trying to rent out like a ballroom or like a, you know, conference room. And so what our idea was, since we have so much interest and so many people RSVPing like officially, it's enough. It met the threshold for where Scott Carney and me are going to do our first joint live stream. And that joint live stream is going to be live in front of everybody in this little conference room or ballroom, whatever we decide to rent out. And there's going to be a bar. Okay, so you know, bartenders, and so people will be able to drink and be able to watch the stream while it's live there in person. This has never been done before. I mean, I've never done this before. I've never streamed with Scott before, so it's going to be like super historical. And because of that, because of like the variable costs with all this stuff, we started a GoFundMe, right? Because again, this is not going to be cheap, and it's like if you want to contribute to that, I mean, it would certainly help. I mean, for real, right? I mean, this is 100% crowdsourced stream, right? So we don't have like sponsors, man. I think it's set up to where if you did donate on stream, it would show up actually like a tip. I'm not certain if I did it right, so it might not work. But if someone tips like $1 or $2 or $3 or whatever to test it, because the test works, but I don't know if my URL plugin worked for it. So look, man, I have to say all this stuff because like this just all was confirmed today. All right, so yeah, and I'm sure more people are going to want to come to this thing. So it's just like, yeah, okay, gonna be not cheap to do this. Okay, so just had to bring that up, and the link is pinned in the chat. All right, Doge, let's go to XRP now, or let's just jug on Shiba because it's in the category. I mean, not much of anything going on this one. It's up 4% on the day, but after losing like 7% or plus from its highs. Still clearly broken out in no man's land. Figured you'd go back to 1700 to test it. You didn't quite get there, did you? 1658. No clue what's going to happen with this. I mean, it seems fine. I mean, high volume breakout and holding right now. Wow, Robbie, man, thanks so much, dude. Dang, man, I'm sorry. It doesn't look like it's playing out. It's not working right now. I'm gonna have to mess with that more. Crap, dude. Thank you. We really appreciate that. Robbie coming in with a 50. So Jesus chimes. Thank you. All right, let's go to XRP. Let's go to XRP. Oh, what's up, Gail? Thank you. Gail coming in with 120 now. Thank you, Gail. Holy crap. And sorry it's not working. I think if I work harder at it, I just ran out of time for the stream. I think we'll get it. Here's XRP. Here's one of your largest cryptos in the world. No one buying it. And I mean, you might run out of time now. I mean, you know, these assets have an opportunity for bids to come in off actionable longs, and Bitcoin pulls the plug on them before they can perform. This one's performed. This is underperformed massively, and I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, this is just not good. It should have been at 45 cents by now, which would have been an equitable profit-taking level off a 32.5 cent area entry. And you're just not catching, no one buying it. There's no demand for XRP. I'm sorry. There hasn't been real demand on XRP in a long time. Very, very long time. So another day, you realize this asset is at the same price it was at July 28th. It's the 16th of August, man. Nothing's flatlined. Let's go to Cardano. That had broken out, has done a back test of this little triangle here. But on the back test, not really, I mean, it started separating and it's now pulling back. And if Bitcoin's gonna rug, if it's gonna dump, and the target on Bitcoin below 24.2 is 22.5. You get that because that's history. History tells us that's the target from here. But if you get above 24.2, forget about it. You're going much higher. But you tried and you tried, and then you had a very real false bullish breakout. False bullish breakouts have consequences, chat. Remember that time I was talking about false bearish breakdowns have consequences? We just did the same thing, just on the bearish side, unfortunately. So This cannot perform if Bitcoin's going to 22.5. This is going to be a failed breakout and probably roll over. But for now, it's kind of okay above this area. But you know what Cardano is? It's just a massive underperformer. It could run out of time. It had all the time in the world. It had 2 months, pretty much 2 months, to do something. And this is as good as it got, right? Here, well, yeah, June 2018 for Bitcoin bottoming out. This is all it could do. It went from, you know, that 43 cent area to 55, you know, got as high as almost 60 cents. But that was it. Sorry, man. Just rough going, dude. On some of these larger cryptos, there's just not enough demand to keep them propped up. Josh, I mean, if they did, you can clearly see no one cares. That you realize there's like news that comes out every day just about on XRP, right? News. It's on deaf ears now. The news doesn't work anymore. Remember when that time Elon kept talking DOGE, he kept tweeting about DOGE, and you started seeing a diminishing return on the effect of his tweets? Same thing with XRP, and oh my God, the investigation of the SEC, and no one cares. Dude, it's like the fat guy. Remember? Oh, hey, look, no one cares. It's that meme. It literally is. Call me when something changes. The price action would dictate that. Okay. Yeah, Brad, I get emails, so I see all those. Okay, so Cardano, and then what was under Cardano, man? Sol. I have concerns on multiple, not all of them, but multiple are showing bad stuff. All right, Sol just sitting at 4270. 4270. If you break that, probably 3737 in time. All right, man, it's just one of these 1, 2, 3 times. You just keep stalling out. I mean, hidden bullish divergence. If you keep losing negative momentum, but I think it's just too early to call on Sol. Okay. I have many concerns about Bitcoin below 24.2. I'm just going to keep saying it till you hear it. We had broken that 2 days ago. We broke it and we started catching follow through. But the immediate follow through after the follow through itself was a massive bearish engulfing candle that broke us back below that level, and we've been below it ever since. False bullish breakout on Bitcoin. You can't, don't ignore that, dude. Like, I think a false bullish breakout or a false bearish breakdown is just as important of a variable or indicator as divergence, as anything else, right? 3 valleys, right? 3 peaks. 886 Fibonacci, dude, it's just as important. It's tricky though, and it's not easy to identify false bearish breakdowns, false bullish breakouts. Very difficult to identify. I mean, not like super difficult. I'm just saying, like, if you're not paying attention to historical levels and the price action correlating locally to those historical levels, you might not be able to identify them. So that's why I'm here, and we have to pay attention to this every single day, man. Every day. Look, the resistance from December 2020 was there, July 20th. Look, correlated, over and over and over. Then you broke it. Then you broke it twice.
You look at LRC, rising wedge on the daily. Yikes. 0.00853811 ETH.
What's up, Card Freak? Thanks for the $16 worth of Ethereum. Much love, dude. Yeah, there it is, Crypto Hoarder. The no one cares meme. Exactly. This is it, dude. This is XRP and their everyday news breaking on XRP, dude. Dude, let's go, Raft, man. I'm legit. Thank you, dude.
$100.01. 0.05332337 ETH.
Kings, dude. Nothing. No words. Just tip. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the contribution. Kings, dude. I really appreciate that. Okay. Oh yeah. So issues I forgot to even bring up. I have concerns, man. I have problems. How can you not have problems when this exists? When this is here? Look at this, chat. You understand? We just had a false bullish breakout twice, 2 times. Confirmation high. And now we're back below it. And here we are, man. The wedge. Okay, I mean, on the tail end of a run, a bear market run. The long-term downtrend exists still, and here we are. You understand how you can't really be bullish? You can't be bullish on Bitcoin below 24.3 or whatever on this chart, 24.2 on the other. It's about the same. You know why you can't be bullish below this area? Because you just failed twice, and there's a rising wedge in front of you. Okay. Oh my God, it sounds like Jason. Oh my God, super scary. Okay, chat, it's time to be scared of the rising wedge. I'm just kidding, dude. I don't know. Kind of insane, dude. How we're looking at this, and then we go to Doge, and Doge just doesn't care. Doge just hit 8.8 cents again, which on the 4-hour somehow exists. It doesn't exist on the daily right here, from late January 2021. You just touch that. I knew it, man. Like the way it was performing, it's like, man, I bet in power hour it's gonna do something. It's doing something. It's up. Clearly working on its highest 4-hour candle close since around May of this year. Just gotta wonder if you could break that, and then 10 cents after that. It's just wild how Bitcoin's not doing well. There, these other alts and the dog coins just doing this crazy. Yeah, DXY, unstoppable wrecking ball, exactly. All right, so after Sol was Doge, and then after Doge was Dot, which Dot, man, it's just kind of 4-hour kind of seemed like that was a possibility. And you broke it, but no follow through yet. I mean, really very little to no follow through on this rising wedge, 4-hour rising wedge. Daily's kind of okay still, but yeah, man, it's just, you should have been at $10, $10.40 if this market was real, I think. I mean, why is it taking so long? Why is it stalling out? Why is it not able to hit 10.40, 10.60 when that's historically all it's ever done? And it's just stalling here, first time ever. Yeah, negative momentum today for the first time since June 18th. God, 2 months, man. 2 months of positive momentum on the daily for Dot, and can't even get to 10.40, 10.60. It's just blah, man. Give me a break. Yeah, EOS did okay. I mean, there's always an anomaly, man, right? Just kind of like, good luck finding it, picking it. Yeah, meme coins, like crazy. All these ones not looking too great. Let's turn it over to the S&P 500 real quick. That just continued its ascent. A 200-day moving average tested for the first time since April 21st. That happened today, as you yesterday broke the inflection point and nearing the supply line now. So talk about critical areas, cue up the song for sure. Right here, what a non-stoppable run, non-stop, man. So you gotta wonder, is a reaction coming soon on this supply line or not? Yeah, could just break it like Dow Jones just said. What supply line? Excuse me. Supply, yeah, 886 of harmonic. Excuse me. Now I wonder what are we going for? 1272. So 62. I mean, dude, a 1618 would be the crab, which my God, dude, would take you all the way up to like 35.5. Shoot, dude. Well, that would actually make sense with a shark, right? The 886 along with the 1618 up there. Yeah, I don't know where my trend line went, dude. Here, yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. You broke this, and it's just like, what? Who cares? You broke it today, man. Today, supply line breached on Dow Jones. And anything above 33.7 most of the time, most likely goes to 34.8, but 35K makes sense too. So Fibonacci wise, from previous high to low, I mean, you're at a 78% retrace now. You could finally say that there is some major value for shorts becoming reality. 786, first one. The 886 would be the next one. 34.8. One fib note away from that. But dang, man, what a run. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It really is. I figured you'd have been stalling out maybe down at 32.7. Just didn't happen. Just continued this rally. Straight line up. You know, NASDAQ already broke out at above 13K. You understand how it could easily go to, I mean, you know, a minimum 13,635, but probably 14K eventually, and that'd be an 886. So think about the Dow Jones is at the 78% retrace, whereas the NASDAQ is only at the 618. So Dow Jones since April is outperforming the NASDAQ in actuality, percentage retrace. It has. Even though I think the NASDAQ was front running for a little while, but it's just not going up as fast anymore as the Dow Jones now. So the value perceived areas for shorts is 13.7 and 14.2. 14.2 certainly makes the most sense, right? If you were breaking a resistance today and you held above it long enough. I mean, it could be an up thrust, but I'm saying like you pay attention to 13K because that's pretty much everything, dude. Right now. I mean, it's like the most important inflection point, 13K, and you're above it. But you're at a 618. And here's the thing on the 4 hour. NASDAQ, certainly triple MACD bearish divergence. Uh-oh. I mean, this is real. Whether it plays out or not, I don't know. But I'm just presenting to you on the 4 hour NASDAQ showing a high on price, then a higher high on price, then a slightly higher high on price, and some significantly lower levels on momentum, right? So it's diverging on the MACD, not so much the RSI. Actually, my God, if it started pulling back, it would be some bearish divergence, right? Okay. What a run so far, man. Crazy. Russ 2000 had been going hard too. And you think like what makes the most sense will be 2066 to 2073, because that's all through history. That's all the assets really done. Some bearish divergence developing on 4 hour here too. MACD look the higher high, and then the higher high with lower levels. So you're diverging a little bit here on the Russ 2000. Obviously, even if it keeps going, man, you know, after something like this, you got to understand. Just don't forget the people that are going to get wrecked are the retail that don't understand lower highs, lower lows. Even if you make an 886 retrace, that doesn't change the trend. It's a complex wave structure, and it's called a full reset in a downtrend when you get major 886s, right? So if this thing goes to 2073, it doesn't put you in a long-term uptrend. How could it, man? The most recent discernible event that has occurred on this chart on a daily, weekly time scale is the lowest low of the sell-off, right? Of the lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. This was the lowest low. Then you rally, and it could just end up being a lower high again. Dang, man. No way, Thomas. Thomas just tipped $886 to the GoFundMe. We now have a Vegas top Jesus. Are you kidding me, man? Thomas, dude. Bro. Here we are. $1,076 raised now. Oh, I don't want to, but it's all public, right? If the names are there, you know, right? Everyone can see it at any time. So it's not me doxing because it's all existing publicly. You would go to this website and see all this. So thank you, Thomas L., Anonymous, Gail, and Ravi for the contribution so far. Amazing. Just unbelievable. Yeah, 886. He tipped, here it is, 886, man. Yeah, if you don't want to be shown, you can obviously make your name anonymous. So, okay, gold that and an area where a reversal made sense with all the variables. It pulled back and is still just hanging out. It's done pretty much nothing It sold off a little more yesterday. The new day, though, it's just flat. It's up 0.01%, man. Not in an uptrend, in a downtrend, dude. Just like the index funds. Even if it goes for an 886 up here, it's still not in an uptrend. But we know this level here is so important in history, and it's the first time market participants have reconfirmed the validity of this area as a resistance. Right? When you broke it, there was no confirmation. Now you're confirming its resistance again. It really was Doge pumping because people are buying it. Crazy, I know, right? Oh, lean hog futures, dude. Finally, let's go! Right, hidden bearish divergence identified yesterday. At some point, this thing, man, it just happened to be today. Okay, this thing is not an uptrend anyway. It's over. The cycle's over for lean hogs. Okay, the trend is reversing. It has reversed. Okay. This harmonic ushered in the reversal of the overall trend, which has been, you know, bullish since the COVID crash. So keep it going, man. I think a lot of these commodities are like that. Some aren't as much. Like coffee, dude, look at this, man. Coffee's like, all right, you're at like kind of the entry of the trade setup, really. This area is so important. You get, this could be like another area. This is like a low risk area to go short again on coffee, right? Look, the area, the historical inflection point has been tested, you know, since July 27th, and it just keeps failing. And look at the 200 moving average here too. And yeah, it just, when you're below 222, if you're back testing it like that long and it's failing, my God, just get ready, buckle up for much lower prices. The trend has reversed on coffee. It just has been hanging around longer than you can stay solvent. Jeez. Let's go to oil. We're just going around. Oil, dude. Yeah, this thing just about broke that support. $78, I think, is probably in store. Look at this bearish engulfing candle, man. Breakdown. It was the lowest 4-hour candle close since January 25th. You get how it's like, wow. How about, dude, it's like art, man. It's art. It's the shark. It's the shark ushering in a whole cycle reversal. You gotta love that, man. This is exactly what Bitcoin did back in 2019 when it was all said and done. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just thinking, you know, you breaking levels and could be going $78, $80 next. Yeah. Sugar that we know is, you know, okay, it held, and then all it's doing is making a lower high in the previous high. It's hitting an inflection point from history, confirming. Yeah, when you broke it, I guess you never got confirmation. Now you know it's resistance. This thing's over. The cycle's done, dude. It's a three falling peaks, still valid, I think. You know, a massive double top. Trends reversed on sugar. Oh, seafood futures got wrecked, didn't it? Yeah, seafood futures is over, chat. It's done. Seafood futures. What is that? Dude, look at me. Look at this chart. This is what happens, Larry. You hit, like, if it's not going to reverse here, then when would it? Right? Just like, if not, no one's going to long Doge or Shiba at that level. You never would. If you weren't going to short seafood futures when it up thrusted, then back tested the up thrust like the Jesus after showing triple, quadruple bearish divergence on the daily timescales, then you'd never go short on an asset when it's doing this. If you wouldn't do it then, you'd never do it. Okay, so now it's breaking a critical support. Once this is broken for real, straight up, down, up, down, up, down, you know, the order book's very thin where you could be going to $100 or at least 114 on seafood. Greek seafood futures, or it's just seafood. It's the seafood chart, dude. Yeah, Steven, I do sometimes. Certainly not always. But I mean, like, you know, it's kind of like my job is to scan charts all day, and then I stream and we talk about what's going on, what these developments they're occurring and stuff. Okay. That was it, dude. Jeez. I mean, if you say flip the chart over, dude. Hey man, we're hitting like all-time lows. The sellers tried and they tried. You broke to all-time lows, but they couldn't keep the price lower than the all-time low. And so a spring occurred. Then the back test of the spring, triple, quadruple bullish divergence in that situation. That's it, man. If you don't long that, then you would never long anything ever. And this is the same type of stuff, idea that was going on in the Bitcoin trade setup on July 14th when we had a false bearish breakdown and we got back above for the third time. I was like, that's it, man. This is as low of a risk area as it gets because it's so easy to strategize a stop loss and an entry and take profits. But it just ran straight to the next level, right? 130. Okay, so yeah, what a run for seafood. Okay, I guess we can get to a couple of these requests or whatever. Thanks for the 700 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, sub. Let's go to Hex for Jack Brown's. It's all about the levels. It's all about the levels. And the unfortunate occurrence is you were back below a key level of 6.1 cents. I have problems. I have concerns below that level. But yeah, I mean, like, this thing was great. It was going. It was doing things. It hit the targets, you know. And it's still kind of technically okay, right? I mean, it like legged up, right? The acceleration of demand and accumulation, and it's still above that. But, you know, you're just getting, you understand Hex isn't at a level where it makes much sense at all to take along. You just up thrusted through the key 6 cent area and even went up higher, but maybe hidden bullish divergence develops if crypto can get it together. But if not, I mean, it's kind of played out. You bear market rally, right? It hits a target, 2, 3, 1. Right? Bitcoin hit one of the 3 targets of the trade setup. And so why are there 3 trade setup targets? It's like layering out because you just don't know when the party's going to end because we know the long term is bearish, right? Just because you post a bullish trade setup in a downtrend, right, doesn't mean you're technically long-term bullish. It just means you think there could be a retracement, a common retracement. And Bitcoin did that from its previous high to low. The first target of the trade setup was a 50% retrace. It hit the 50% retrace and then twice, and then it's over. Now it's like rolling over, falling back below sports. Showing bearish divergence on the daily now. Ethereum as well, also showing bearish divergence on the daily. So these things kind of like ran their course, and now it's like, dude, depending on the performance in these bearish long-term conditions, I have no idea if it'll hit 2 or 3. It's starting to seem like it's not going to. Just performing kind of just getting very weak. Okay, that's your Hex, dude. You say back test of 5.5 cents. I mean, sure, 5.5, yeah. If it can hold, my God, it did hold kind of. It did back test August 12th and then rallied, but now it's coming back down and you're like, is it going to be a second low, second test? I don't know, man. Like, that's certainly like, I think a cutoff, kind of a cutoff now would be below 6.1 cents, man. I mean, you just, dude, Kenneth, let's go, man. Thanks so much for the 50 contribution to the Vegas meetup. Thank you so much, dude. Hype in the chat for freaking Kenneth, man. I wish there was a way, like, you have to update it every time. I hate that. To hit the refresh. It doesn't pop up immediately either. That's annoying. Thank you, Kenneth, dude. Holy crap. Okay, Jack Brown's, man, I'm sorry, dude. I'm just like, it kind of, when an asset is near an area that makes sense, we'll talk about, hey, man, this is pretty awesome. There could be upside potential. It did all the upside potential. Now it's over. Now it's like, not much I can do now. Not much I can really talk about besides this could end at any time because it kind of ran its course and we're in a long-term downtrend and crypto, Bitcoin's not looking too hot, nor is Ethereum anymore because they ran their course, because they played out from their bottoms. All right, let's go to Pulse, Doge, Malone, Chain Coin. because it was requested. Yeah, dude, I think party might. I mean, look, dude, this is an issue. This is an issue now. You hit the 1618. That's who else is going to tell you about the 1618? You know, it happened, and that was it. And now you're like, you just rallied and you back. Now here's the problem: you back tested the old high from June as resistance. It was once support. Now it's resistance. Again, that's not good. You're below the 200 moving average. Yes, there's all this bullish divergence, but the price action is not really. I mean, that was so the divergence played out, and look what you got: a lower high and just a crappy small positive momentum island. That's not good performance. The thing kind of did its thing, man. Like now you're kind of. Hopefully you can stay above 450, 480, because below 450, you don't want anything to do with this asset. This thing will be going to 190 if it breaks 450 to 488, and it's trying to hang on for now. But it's chinny chin chin. I'm talking about horizontal lines, right? Forget the channel now. It's, you know, just once that's gone, you're done. You don't want to be in this because the downside potential is very high. My God. Very high downside potential below 450. You're above it now for now. Okay? You want to break something? There's a supply line for you. You got a long way to go before you break that, huh? I mean, at some point, you know, see, it's a downsloping channel now. You're just developing a downtrend. Corrective wave going on, right? I mean, that's it. That's what you got happening. Good run though. LRC for Card Freak. Oh, well, I mean, if it was above 48 cents, I think you were in decent shape for 63 cents, but you're now below it. You've just rejected 48 cents. Yeah, you rejected it. What is it? 48 cents, candle high close from January of 2021. Inflection, 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 inflection. So much inflection there. And yeah, you failed to break it. And what are you talking about? You say rising wave. It looks almost like a channel of sorts. That's not good. You're talking about that. I mean, that's like just an upsloping channel. Are you talking about this though, anchoring like this? Is that what you're saying? Kind of hard to say it's a rising wedge like that. I get it. I think you're nearing some sort of apex. And I think, and you forget all that. I think below 48 cents, eventually 37 cents. So that's, yeah, loop ring couldn't break a key level. If it did, 63 cents, but it failed. You can't ignore failures. You can't ignore an asset. Hey, it broke out. It literally broke out on August 13th. It was breaking out. And then it even back tested on August 14th. But the next day, which was, you know, the 15th, yesterday technically, you fell back below it. Now you're falling through. If you're back above 48 cents, I am cautiously optimistic. When you're below 48 cents, I can't be bullish. I can't be bullish on Bitcoin below 24.2. I can't be bullish on Ethereum below 1972, 2040. I can't be because I know what's already happened to it. I know these assets, right, are in a long-term downtrend, and this one retraced 66% in 57 days from its bottom. You know, I'm just... After stuff like that, I mean, it's clearly not even coming close to threatening its previous levels. You have to be cautious, man. You have to. You cannot be like, oh, man, it's going to be fine, dude. Crypto's fine. The long-term trend is telling us it's not fine. We were just hoping for a common retrace. You got one. At least you got one target on Bitcoin. 50% retrace from the previous high. You say the word mana. Mana's not good now. Mana's... you look at the weekly. Oh God, dude, it's like massive rejection. Massive rejection on mana. on the weekly. I have lots of concerns on this one. Okay. Where I was only looking on the daily, and I feel stupid for that. Look at a lot of charts, man. Here's my massive concern here on mana. Where, a couple days ago it was actually a few days ago it was trying to break out. Couldn't do it. But look at the candle low close from April 2021, and then the high from August 30th. You've now failed 1, 2, 3, pretty much 4 weeks in a row, a month long failure to break 109, 110. And we knew 110, right? We knew like 95 cents was a big deal, $1 was a big deal, but 110 also massive, and you couldn't break it. And now look at you, you're falling back down, soon to be breaking $1. I'd be really careful. You got to be careful on this market because you're seeing assets that tried to break out and they're not breaking out anymore. Bitcoin included. Bitcoin is definitely one that tried to break out and has failed now. False bullish breakouts have consequences. Okay, I'm saying it. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. All I gotta say about that, I have concerns. You're hitting resistance and you're not breaking them. You're not breaking them. You're rejecting them. This subject for concern. Ethereum Classic's another. Look, dude. I mean, what a party it's been for ETC. My God, dude. Hits this friggin' level. You see them. And then moons. And now. You're hitting another level, another very key level. Do you understand how important this level is, chat, on ETC? Do you understand how it could be a reversal area? It was your highs from 2018. You're at them. After doing this, it's like exhaustive rally, right? I mean, you were straight up, 28 days, 250%. And now you're hitting this 2018 key inflection point, and you're making a deep retrace from your previous high to low. This is the worst area to be taking longs on an asset. And now you look at the daily, look at this. Look at this, dude. You tell me, dude, one high, no, second high, and then look at your oscillators on the second attempt. Incredible bearish divergence. This is an area to be cautious or to take profit. And just understand what can happen after confirmation highs and after runs where you gain 250% of your value, right? So just be careful, please. There you go. We got a new day. Sorry, new day. A bearish and golden candle confirmed on ETC, by the way, below support resistance. That sucks. Okay, here it is. You couldn't break it. You couldn't break it. You couldn't break it. You broke it. August 12th. You failed. You failed to break it and hold. You couldn't sustain prices. So a false bullish breakout. That is it, chat. False bullish breakout right here. Because you're back below. You know what you just did, right? Today, you went and back. Look, you bearishly broke down on the 15th. Yeah, 2 days ago, technically. And now, yesterday, on the bearish breakdown, you then back tested the bearish breakdown as resistance, reconfirming the validity of this area as a resistance again. It's doing the same thing it did July 20th this time, and July 29th and 28th and 30th. So you can't be bullish on Bitcoin below 24.2 now. You have to understand that failure just happened. And and the problem is, here's your bearish divergence on the daily. Here it is. It's not me giving feelings, opinions. It's like the false bearish breakdown and the buyer exhaustion now appearing. It's occurring. It's developing the past 72 hours. One time, 2 times, 3 times. Oh no, not 3 times. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Oh no. Well, oh yes. False bearish breakdown. False bullish breakout. Sorry. Let's look at Ethereum on the daily. Really controlled, you know. But hey, look, showing negative momentum now. This is that bearish divergence developed here in the past 72 hours or so, right? And now you just got to wonder how much negative momentum is going to come in now. How big is this Instagram island going to be? Remember, dude, 130% appreciation in value from the bottom. Now you're hitting a key inflection point and literally failing to break it. If this isn't a good time to take profit or to exit, then there is no good time. Then it doesn't, like, what you're just, I don't know, man. You're not really using traditional technical analysis to do anything. Like, you know, you have to understand where we are and how we're not breaking it yet. And your buyers are exhausted there. But I hope it breaks it, man. Dude, I really do. I'm just telling you that what the price is doing to this level and what the oscillator's showing us. I mean, God. It seems more likely down next, not up. But, hey, man, stock market, I thought more down before this up too. So, hey, you know, market can stay rational longer you stay solvent. Doesn't mean the trend's bullish. It just doesn't. How did Doge close? Massive bullish and golden candle, chat. It was massive. Just gotta wonder though on the daily, will Doge be able to achieve 9.4 cents to 10 cents? These wicks up here. Not yet. Wow, 250 likes. Yikes, dude. What did I do? I thought y'all liked the stream. Okay. There's your total, dude. I like totals, man. I like totals. Once you break the heart line, you gotta be really careful with this heart line, man. What can happen? You know, Bitcoin, Bitstamp, here's your wedge. It's like visible on the daily, you know, and again, it's just 1, 2, 3. What do I know? 1, 2, 3. Remember 1, 2, 3? Remember chat 1, 2, 3 back in 2021, 3 times. It was like, oh, wedge. Oh my god, dude. It was like a wedge, dude. Thrice. 1, 2, 3 on the peaks, right? Okay. Well, it's not as large. I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3. My concern is like it's set up there and we know where it is. It's that high from December 2020. That's it. That's my problem, man. Okay, I've been live an hour. And yeah, that was it for the request, man. That was literally it. So sure, I mean, dude, this thing could hold and rally and go up to 25.3. I mean, dude, you understand it's inside of it. It hasn't broken anything, and until it breaks the upside or downside, there's no resolution yet on this newer idea. All right, well, I'm just gonna get out of here. So thanks for coming by. You know, appreciate the people that contributed to the GoFundMe, where it's gonna be really expensive to rent out a room and everything else, just like everything involved with facilitating 50 people, you know, that are coming to this thing. 50 people coming into the Vegas meetup. You're more than welcome to come, and just make sure to hit up Brad. I mean, the cutoff was technically yesterday, but that was definitely so we could find out that we have 50 people coming. So more could be coming too. So it's like any amount contributed here will equate to higher quality of the in-person live stream that we do with Scott Carney and me. And yeah, whatever. So. So just pray for Bitcoin to get back above 24.2. Because if it doesn't get back above 24.2, 24.3, you're in for a bad time. But if you get back above it, hey man, we will talk. It's always been about the levels. The levels, man. And guess what? You're below a level I would prefer us to be above. It's not me making a call that we're going lower. It's me making the call that we're below the key inflection point we need to be above. You get that, right? Same with Ethereum, same with BNB. They are below key inflection points they desperately need to be above if you want more upside. But God forbid, I say that the upside could be somewhat more limited because they've appreciated in value so much from their bottoms. Again, Ethereum 130%, BNB 85%, and then Bitcoin from its bottom is up from its low to its highest point, up about 43%. So yeah, upside just can be limited, but okay. Appreciate everyone coming out. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.